Hey, thanks for joining us, and today's video, it's a little bit different than the usual content. Today, I am calling out AutoTrader for falsely taking down my fellow creator Sam Alexander's video. I want to go over what they did and what they could have done and why this deserves a light public shaming. Please don't send hate to AutoTrader. I don't think that necessarily helps. This video is just my opinion and for entertainment, but I think it's totally fair to remind them how the content ID system is supposed to work and how on YouTube we're supposed to make these claims in good faith, not take videos down without merit. Now, the reason this is personal to me is because I'm an American. I believe in the First Amendment. And also, if you look at my channel, I actually still have an active copyright strike from this awesome, amazing company. Apparently, they make really, really cool cars that move really fast via the power of gravity. They actually reinstated my videos, but I never got this strike removed. I use their videos in fair use. That's why they all got reinstated. The reason I still have this copyright strike up is because I'm a small channel. I'm not partnered, and I sent YouTube a couple of emails, but I don't have the energy nor the time to really fight this. Sam, though, is a partner, so he makes money and maybe even a living doing this. So today, it doesn't affect me that much to still have this violation, but in the future it might, and it's just wrong. This isn't how you're supposed to use the copyright system. Let's dig into what exactly happened. Very, very brief summary. I would look at Sam's video to get the full recap. Essentially, Sam made a video that was critical of AutoTrader and how they reported stuff. AutoTrader released a video of Tesla racing against another car, and then people pointed out that the battery wasn't fully charged. That's why it was a little bit slower than they expected. AutoTrader responded by blurring this video out, making people even more suspicious. But then later, AutoTrader said that, well, the car was fully charged, but this image that you're seeing was actually from later in the day. Look, I'm going to take AutoTrader at face value. Let's say the Tesla was fully charged and it still lost. That's totally okay. Blurring out this screen, though, was probably the wrong choice. That makes you look a little bit guilty. I can't know for sure. And Sam Alexander was essentially just calling them out for, this is not how you deal with criticism or feedback. You don't hide information. You should have just put out a clarification saying, okay, look, this is what happened. That's the main gist of what Sam Alexander was trying to say. AutoTrader, I guess, maybe got offended or mad, and they copy struck Sam Alexander's video. Now, the reason I'm saying they must have gotten mad or not like the content of his video is because Sam Alexander, if you don't know, his channel gives commentary or criticism on certain articles or videos that the media does. And fair use was made specifically to allow criticism and commentary of media. If we could never actually refer to it or show their footage or, have little clips of what they're doing, that severely dampens our ability to give our critique, to say what we want to say. Fair use is, quote, the doctrine that brief excerpts of copyrighted material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching, and research without the need for permission from or payment to the copyright holder. Whether or not 6 seconds of the song, there are differences in, let's say, song use or article use or video use. Sam Alexander showed less than a minute of AutoTrader's stuff, and it was in very, very small clips, and he always gave commentary during or right after the clips were shown. Now, one of the main standards of whether something was fair use or not is whether it was transformative, whether it replaces actually watching the original video. And Sam's videos, they are never ever showing the entirety of the clips. He is showing snippets and then talking over them. There is no way that Sam, in doing this, is replacing watching the original video. That is one of the key metrics in judging fair use regarding video content. Does it replace watching the original video? And I think it's a resounding no, because 99% of Sam's video is his commentary. If anything, it would implore more viewers to go and watch AutoTrader's full video to get the full analysis. So this is just a bad idea all around. But let's give AutoTrader the benefit of the doubt. They truly believe that Sam has infringed on their copyright somehow. What could they have done instead? So how content ID works. you have three options as a copyright owner. Copyright owners can choose different actions to take on material that matches theirs. Number one, they can just track the video viewers' statistics and get some data. Number two, they can monetize the video by running ads against it, sometimes sharing revenue with the uploader. Now, this has actually happened to me a lot, specifically regarding when I use popular songs that are copyrighted. The copyright holder of whatever pop song I'm using gets the money, or occasionally we can share it. But that's fine. If I'm using somebody else's music, I understand that they want money from it. At least they are not taking down my video. Now, the final option is block a whole video from being viewed. This is the most severe option, and it's what happened to Sam when he got a copyright strike. Now, what happens when you get copyright striked? Number one, the video is instantly taken down. You lose all of the revenue attached to that video, and also this is a black mark on your channel. It's supposedly, I'm a little unsure, but based on what other creators have saying, it hurts your channel from being viewed, from being recommended. So there is a host of issues, and when the copyright holder does this, they actually need to do very, very little due diligence. It's just as easy as a click of a button, but it actually is serious. YouTube will tell them rights holders, which is AutoTrader in this case, must consider fair use before they send a copyright takedown notice. Meaning before they issue this takedown, they would have had to watch Sam Alexander's video in full and consider fair use before they send this copyright takedown notice. In reality, how it's been used is people will see a video they don't like and take it down because it's so easy on them. And for the small creator to fight this, it is a lot more work for them. And then when you compare a company as large as AutoTrader to one individual person as Sam Alexander just wants to talk about technology or cars or give his opinion about things. He does not necessarily have the time and resources to fight these legal battles. Luckily, he also dealt with the Nikola fiasco, so he has experience. But most other creators would not know what to do, and honestly, it would be in their best interest to just take it because it's not worth giving so much of your life away to fight a lawsuit. It's easy to say just fight it, but in reality, it takes a toll. And Sam even explicitly says at the end of his video,
and lastly, to AutoTrader, if you disagree with what I'm saying or any of the points I've made, feel free to contact me personally and we can have an open and honest discussion. My email is down below.
Please don't copyright strike me, Sam. Sam, throughout all of this, has been completely transparent and always open for communication. Now, after this happened to Sam, what did he do? Instead of fighting directly through YouTube, he contacted AutoTrader and he sent them this email. Hello, AutoTrader UK. I have been informed that you have issued a copyright strike takedown of my video. I would like to discuss ways that would work for both of us to work this out. One option would be if you remove the strike, I will edit out the content in question, which shows the part of your video I am discussing in mine. I am open to other options. I look forward to your reply. Happy holidays, Sam. Now, if you read this, what do you think? What an asshole, right? He's being all calm and talking about let's talk about it and I'm open to other options. What a complete So AutoTrader obviously saw this as a vicious attack, and they responded with actually the most passive-aggressive statement I've read. And this really pissed me off. Sam is confused and very polite in this video. I, on the other hand, as a third party, can be incensed on his behalf. Hi, Sam. It sounds like you've already made a decision on how you'd like to proceed. What the heck are you talking about? Sam wants to resolve this issue amicably because his video currently has a strike on it. His channel has a strike on it. This is harmful to his channel. Sam's email had a temporary solution to it. This guy, Rory, or whoever wrote this email, is either being intentionally dense or he's just being an This response to Sam is essentially saying, go F yourself. End of conversation. His response is completely reasonable. I'm not sure I understand. This was a stopgap solution. Exactly. I am still hoping to work with you. Let me ask you, how would you like to handle this situation? And as of now, they still haven't responded. Sam is like, let's say on the ground, right? AutoTrader has their foot on their neck. And Sam is like, please, could you take your foot off my neck? Let's talk about this amicably. If you leave your foot on my neck, I might have to defend myself and do something. I might have to fight back. And AutoTrader, with their foot on Sam's channel's neck, is saying, well, it seems like you've already made your decision. What are you talking about? You are the aggressor that is unfairly hurting Sam. Or at the very least, if you believe it's a fair attack, then justify it. Use your words, right? We're all grown-ups here. Final thoughts, because Sam has dealt with this before in the form of Nikola, who at the time was actually a pretty big company. If they bullied you now, you might actually be richer than them. So we went through that and we came out on top. So Sam has confidence. He has closing in on 9,000 subscribers. He has a voice. So ultimately, I think he will be okay. This is a pretty cut and dry case of someone taking advantage of the copyright system. It happens all the time. This is a really bad look for AutoTrader when you copyright strike someone that's critical of you. Even if the criticism were to be unfair, this is still not the right way to do things. I think Sam Alexander's videos were perfectly level and fair. If you had issues with it, he was open to discussion. He's a very eloquent person and level-headed, so this is the wrong person to be messing with. But the reason I want to make this video is because not everybody is Sam Alexander. Actually, a majority of creators on YouTube are very small and they make no money and they do this for fun. And when you do this type of thing to small creators, you are stifling free speech, you are stifling the creative spirit of this whole community, and ultimately, there are much more serious implications if these larger channels continue shutting down smaller channels that criticize them. Anyways, I'm stepping down from my soapbox. Please go support Sam. Please keep things civil. YouTube has a job I do not envy. The internet has become quite a dangerous place where a lot of content is being stolen all the time. I understand that they want to err on the side of caution and protect copyright holders. Unfortunately, small creators are the one that get hurt in this crossfire between the actual pirates that are profiting off of other people's content and companies with legitimate claims to their stuff getting stolen. That's it for today. This is Green Knight Trading, where Squires become knights. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon.